My name's Vera. I'm Head of Partnerships and Community at With You With Me. And as you all know, I'm putting together a well-being video series for you all to help you through this current climate whilst you're part of the With You With Me community. And I have with me the amazing Dr Carolyn Mair. Welcome, Dr. Mair. Are you able to give me a little bit of background on who you are?
Hi, Vera. Thank you so much for inviting me to contribute to this video. So I'm a cognitive psychologist and I have a background in psychology and in neuroscience, and for the last decade I've been bringing psychology within the context of fashion. So when I was in academia, I was professor of psychology for fashion, and because of the closeness with our clothes to our personality, to who we are, it seemed to me like an obvious marriage, psychology and fashion.
Perfect. And Dr. Mair, you and I were both discussing what we should actually talk about today, and we both came up with the idea that it was actually really important to talking about adjustment periods and why that is definitely significant during the current climate. So you were able to talk to us a little bit about what the importance of adjustment periods are?
Absolutely, Vera. So when we experience life changes, we usually and typically, and most of us, struggle to adapt, because the way we function in the world is we use mental models. We use the models in our mind that enable us to function in a usual way, in a habitual way. And without these mental models, we wouldn't be able to manage our daily activities. We wouldn't know that when we got out of bed, we weren't going to fall over. Mm-hmm. We wouldn't know that when we come home from work, our house is still going to be there. So we need these mental models. But when there is a life change, such as we're experiencing at the moment, we need to adapt our mental models, and we're not always very good at doing that. So sometimes we hang on to the existing mental model and try to behave in that same way. And that can work in some contexts, but in other contexts it doesn't. There may be some disruption in our life because we've tried to stay as we were, but it doesn't work. So, for example, in the current situation, if we're used to socialising and we continue to socialise when our governments and our scientists are telling us we need to stay at home because that's the way to stop the spread, then we're going to find out that mental model we had of our lives, of our existence, doesn't work. One other adaptation that we might do is try to converge as we are now with how we used to be. And what we find is that this can be very useful strategy because, in a sense, we need to keep our mental models, adjusting everything that we understood before, which we've begun to experience through all our life experiences, all our upbringing, our work experiences, our school experiences, our family experiences. To just completely deny those ever existed is impossible. So what we want to do and what we can try to do, and it's not always easy, is to try to bring the new understanding, the new mental models, and build those in to our existing mental models. And at this point, it's really critical to say that when we don't feel happy, let's say now, when we have moments of feeling down, when we are worried about the situation, it's absolutely normal to feel that way. And the reason we feel that way is because we feel a lack of control. And rightly we feel a lack of control now because there's so much about this situation that is completely out of our control. It's out of control of our governments. It's out of control of our companies, of the businesses we own or we run or we're part of. There's so much of this that we don't have control over. And so when we feel out of control, that is one of life's biggest stressors. Mm-hmm. And then when we're stressed, we struggle to think clearly, to make good decisions. And this is why it's important to have some of our mental models that we had previously in our past, in our previous normal, try to bring some of those structures into our life today. And in that way, we can help maintain some sort of structure, which enables us to have some control over what, in other interpretations, would be a completely chaotic situation we find ourselves in.